things today, so get a cup of coffee or tea and get straight into it. Hello there. In the last episode, Wow Extra, I was talking about imitating Paul as he imitates Christ and why we should do that. In this episode, I want to talk about a few things, all in this countdown of the top 10 reasons why we should spread the gospel. Number 9 is that it deepens our prayer life, because if you're spreading the gospel, you need to be praying for the seed that you're sowing, that's the word, the gospel, and you need to be praying for the ground, that's the people's hearts and minds and their souls, so that you pray for them that they are ready to receive the word and they are not resistant against it, but they are open to hear, and their ears and hearts are not blocked by distraction and the things of this world, but they want to hunger and thirst for God. And you opening up them, and you as you water the seed, actually giving out the word. The soil of their heart is open to receive, to die to self, and to receive Christ, and to listen to what you have to say. Number 8 was that it deepens our gratitude. We would be grateful for our own salvation and for the salvation of the ones that we reach and we try to reach. So whoever that might be people in your office, in your work, in your family, and your friends. And we have to be grateful for them, regardless of whether they know God or not. And our brothers and our sisters in the Lord, we should be grateful for them and be thankful for them, for they are a blessing to us. They encourage us in our faith, and we are to encourage them in their faith. Number 7, it causes us to search the scriptures and to read the word and to receive it and to take it in ourselves, to open our own mind and our own spirit toward God. And for instance, you don't need to pray about reaching the lost or sharing the gospel. You don't need to pray about sharing reading the word, because those are two fundamentals. You have to be doing that as a born-again Christian. You are to read the word daily and to pray continually, and not just for yourself and your own needs, because God provides those needs. He looks after us, but we are to aim to seek others and to share the word, because when we first become Christians, we are eager to tell everyone and we are eager to share it, and we should be like that constantly. We shouldn't let tradition or church or anything else stop us from sharing the gospel. We should be out and out all the time. Sometimes it's not easy to do that, but we are called to do that. So it's not something we need to pray about. We should be in the word and discuss and reading how Jesus reached people, how the disciples reached people. In the book of Acts and in the Gospels, we see how Jesus reached people, and God helped them by giving them signs and miracles to establish that word that they were speaking. And 6, it deepens our walk with God, because when we know we were doing the right thing, when we know we are in the will of God, sharing the gospel and in His word, praying and being grateful to God for all the things that He does for us and through us, we'll have a closer walk with God, and we'll listen to Him, and we'll seek His face and seek Him in His word, and we seek Him in prayer, and we are grateful to even the littlest things, for having breath when you wake up in the morning, for your time of sleep at night. We have so many things to be grateful for. Our abilities and our everyday lives, our friends and our family, our personal life, our abilities and our jobs, our work, our gifts. We are to use them to His glory, for His name, and we should walk with Him continually. We read in Genesis that there's a man called Enoch, and he walked with God, and God just took him alive into heaven, because he walked God in a close relationship with God. He listening to, talking to all the time, and he was not affected too much by the world, and he was in those days he was the youngest of the men, because people were living until 900 years, and he only lived 365 years. After he begat Methuselah, he lived 300 years, and he walked with God in all that time. So you're walking with God with a few years is nothing in comparison to that. So we should honour God and give praise and seek after his face and to listen to him, what he's saying to us in these days, what's happening in the government and with this pandemic and with other countries, our own lives, and how it relates to us and our friends and our church and whatever else. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you again soon.